Okay, so let's go through question 2. So we have a curve, right, with this equation, y equal to so and so forth, where x is more than negative 7 over 4. So we are asked to show this thing, where k is a constant. Okay, so for this, obviously, we need to use your quotient rule. No? So remember the low t high minus high t now. So low is the 4x plus 7 bracket to the power of half. Low t high, right, means you differentiate the high. So you differentiate high, right, is 5. Minus away high t lah, right? So high is 5x. Differentiate your low, like high t low, right? So you differentiate 4x plus, let me write here, 4x plus 7 bracket to the power of half. So you just need to differentiate this. So what you get is half. Then after that, 4x plus 7 bracket to the power of negative half. Differentiate inside the bracket, what you get is 4. The whole thing divide by bracket 4x plus 7 bracket square root, right? Of course, this whole thing you need to square. So means that the square root is corner. So I simply just put like that. Okay, so with this, right, of course, I continue simplifying the numerator. So what I'll get is 5, 4x plus 7 bracket to the power of half. Then the second part of it, right, 4 times half is 2. 2 times negative 5x, negative 10x. Bracket 4x plus 7 bracket to the power of negative half. The whole thing divide by 4x plus 7. Okay, now the question is, how do we actually, if you look at this, how do we actually get the form that they want right here? So you can see that, hey, actually it's very nice, but our mind is very complicated, right? That's where you need to do your factorization. After you do your differentiation, always remember to do your factorization. Okay, so what should we actually factorize out? Of course, by looking at the numerator. I want to factorize out 5. Okay, the next question is, for the bracket, right, should we factorize out the to the power of half or to the power of negative half? I should always factorize out the smallest power. Means that I should take out the 4x plus 7 bracket to the power of negative half. So let's take out together. So equal to 5. And then I take out 4x plus 7 bracket to the power of negative half. Okay, so what is left for the first term right here, right? So let's highlight this with the purple color one. Okay, so it's left for the first term is, okay, of course there's no more 5. It's the 1. Okay, the next part will be this. 4x plus 7 bracket to the power of 1. So when I take out negative half, I'll be left with to the power of 1 here. Later I will show you an example of this factorization. Okay, the second part, which is highlighted in yellow, right, will be negative 2x. So of course nothing left because I take out bracket 4x plus 7 to the power of negative half. So what is left, I close bracket. So with this, I put a 4x plus 7 bracket. Okay, so by looking at the square bracket right here, so 4x plus 7 minus 2x, right, is a simple simplification. You simply just put 2x plus 7 square bracket. Of course, don't forget the front part. 4x plus 7 to the power of negative half, whole thing 4x plus 7 bracket. Okay, so you can see that the form is almost already. So what I need to do is to move this thing, right, to the bottom. Means that you throw this thing to the bottom. So what is left is 5, 2x plus 7 bracket, whole thing. Okay, so this is to the power of 1. So when I move this down, right, it's as good as saying 4x plus 7 bracket half multiply by 4x plus 7 bracket 1. So you just use the law of indices, right? You will get 1 plus half is 3 over 2. So this is 3 over 2. Yeah, so you can see, actually it's the form that they want, right? So where my k itself is 5. Alright, so that is how we actually show this working. Okay, but the question is, how do we actually factorize? So for example, I give a very simplified example. So for example, right, if I give you x to the power of maybe 1 plus x to the power negative 1. So I want to take out the smallest power, means that I want to take out x negative 1. So for this, for the very first term that you see right here, right, you'll be left with x squared. The second term, you'll be left with plus 1. So how do I actually know that I'm correct, right? Okay, very simple. You expand back. So this thing you expand, this thing you expand. So x negative 1 times x to the power of 2, right, is x to the power of positive 1. Because remember your law of indices, x negative 1 multiplied by x to the power of 2. So negative 1, because times is plus, so negative 1 plus 2 is x to the power of 1. Oh, okay, of course the second one don't need to say lah, plus x to the power of negative 1. Okay, so that is how we do the factorization for this question 2.